Hey everyone, this is Scottman. We're live here on M-88. Actually, just about a mile east of Eastport, Michigan, which is where M-88 ends at US 31 as it connects Charlevoix and Traverse City. Actually, just got back from doing a video in Charlevoix. And I'm gonna drive along on M-88, pretty much driving all the way over toward Mancelona, as we'll actually be running through Central Lake and also Belle Isle. So definitely show some different points of interest along the highway. Definitely a lot of farms out in that general direction. But actually, we're slowly making our way away from Grand Traverse Bay and Lake Michigan as we get ready to head southeast. But M-88 definitely will make a lot of twists and turns as it heads southeast toward Mancelona, US Highway 131. Apricots and cucumbers going to that sign, although looks more like apples over there. But yeah, the whole Traverse City area has a lot of fresh produce that they grow, so it's definitely worth checking out the different farmers markets along in here. Actually, over there, I think that's the Grand Traverse Bay all the way over there too. Yeah, it shows you I'm not kidding about all these different curves on this highway. Anyway, we'll see at the next point of interest. Decided to stop really quick shortly after that last segment. Actually, although I think it's kind of fenced in or something. I think it's like a little preserve or something. But I actually have a few elk over here. You can see the antlers and stuff. Although one's kind of being a party pooper and not wanting to look over this way. Oh, one's looking, I think, more toward us than her over there. Oh, one guy's moving. But yeah, especially up in northern Michigan, you definitely see a lot of different wildlife and stuff. Yeah, this is definitely elk country. And I think there's even been a few mountain lions, I think, even seen around here too. Yep, really cool. Yeah, I think we got here just in time. Okay, let's continue down M-88. Yeah, I closed my window really quick. But yeah, a lot of winding curves, especially between here and where those elk were. As a matter of fact, right now we're actually coming into Central Lake. So it's a small village that's somewhat halfway between Eastport and Belle Isle. And yeah, we'll pretty much be right in the kind of like the downtown area once we get past this curve. But I'm definitely glad that the skies began to start clearing up throughout this afternoon. It's definitely turned out to be a pretty nice day after all. Yeah, Central Lake's not really that big, so yeah, definitely not a lot of people walking around, or there won't be as many people walking around and stuff over in here. And actually, before we leave Central Lake, actually there is a nice view of the lake. Not far away. Just have to go a little bit off the highway. Matter of fact, I'll be turning left right here. Yep, and here is Intermediate Lake, actually the north end of it. Although it's not as big as the nearby Torch Lake, actually stretches close down to Belle Isle. As a matter of fact, I actually came over here back in March, and yeah, it was completely snow and ice covered. So definitely a lot different seeing it without any ice and snow on it, and people on boats. Yep. Definitely quite nice. Yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, my family and I actually are up here. I've been up here all weekend, and actually when I was over here in March, it was the same case as well. Definitely nice area to be up in for like vacationing and stuff. All right, let's get back on M-88, which is just a little bit over that way. And we're continuing along M-88. Over to the left, we have the Intermediate Lake. See a little bit of it over there. Definitely a lot of trees over in this area. Actually, pretty much all along the highway. Although there are a lot more farms toward the north end of the highway. Definitely could probably see a lot of deer crossing through here periodically throughout the day, or actually even the night too. And then over to the right a little ways is Torch Lake. It's actually a bigger lake compared to Intermediate Lake. A lot of people like to go over on Torch Lake and do a lot of boating and stuff over there. So it's kind of interesting how, like, for this part of the land and stuff, it's like you have to go around Torch Lake in order to get over. Even get close to the Grand Traverse Bay and stuff, like either go back up to Eastport, which is the north end of Torch Lake, or pretty much go down to Kalkaska and then cut over M-72 to go over like to Traverse City. So it's like Belle Isle is distance-wise not that far away from Traverse City, but yeah, with the Torch Lake and stuff, it's like, yeah, it's definitely a longer journey to get around the lake. But yeah, definitely can't complain about the nice weather today. Definitely a lot of nice scenery in here, especially in between here and, well, yeah, here in Belle Isle, and also between Central Lake and Belle Isle. As a matter of fact, that sign right there is the 45th parallel, so actually just crossed the 45th parallel line of latitude, basically the halfway mark between the North Pole and the equator. And that sign is actually about a mile or two north of Belle Isle, so we're actually getting ready to come into Belle Isle now. And we're coming into Belle Isle now, and Definitely a lot more people here in the summertime than in the winter. So there's no snow and stuff. Actually, I had dinner here last night with my family, and it was really crowded, especially over at the brewery right over there. There was actually a huge line at that brewery. It's actually very popular. I think we were trying to eat there last night, but yeah, we pretty much got turned away with everybody at the restaurant. Then yeah, right to the left is that Antrim County Courthouse. Definitely a lot better view of that during the summer than the winter time, especially with there not being any snow piles and stuff. But yeah, Belle Isle is definitely a pretty cool village, though. But yeah, pretty much the south side of the village is pretty much just gonna be a few stores and stuff. I think even like a McDonald's and a dollar store and stuff. So anyway, we'll continue down the highway. And we're back to some more open fields and stuff over here. We're just about a few miles outside of Belle Isle on the way over to Mancelona. As a matter of fact, over to the left, although obviously you can't see it from all the trees and stuff, but we're actually driving just south of the Shanty Creek Resort area, which actually is a very popular ski resort, well, during the winter. Well, a lot of people do come up here, though, during the summer, obviously, to stay at either at the resorts or some cabins and stuff like that, and go off to some of the different places along, around the area and stuff. But it's actually exactly what my family and I did throughout the weekend. Some trips I made throughout the weekend, I just went alone, and actually even then when I did the revisit video of the Grand Traverse Lighthouse at Leelanau State Park, actually was with my family during that trip. But yeah, we were staying in the general area of the more around Shoes Village, which is actually the eastern part of the Shanty Creek Resort. Yeah, there's one of the signs for Shanty Creek over there. We just think that road takes you into a couple of the different resort villages within Shanty Creek. And then Shoes Mountain, the entrance is, you can actually get in from over there, but it is actually about another mile or so to the east of here. But it's definitely very pretty along in here, though. Yeah, the temperatures actually have risen a little bit with there being more sunshine. It's actually in the low 70s right now. And I think I saw the weather back at home, it's in the low 80s right now. So definitely a little bit of a temperature contrast. Yeah, right over there, you can't barely see it behind those trees. That's actually Shoes Mountain for the Shoes Village. And actually, yeah, the entrance to the Shoes Village is actually coming up to the left. The road right there actually takes you into the entrance over there. It's about 3/4 of a mile down the road that way. That's actually where my family and I were staying. But yeah, we're all leaving throughout the day today and pretty much getting ready to head home and stuff. We all took separate cars and stuff. But yeah, definitely had a great time up here in northern Michigan. Well, I pretty much always do anyway. Yeah, actually, this hill is actually pretty fun to actually more so drive down coming from Mancelona. Maybe not so much if there was a bunch of snow on the road, though. Alright, before I close out today's video on M-88, actually we'll head over into, well, it won't stop at Mancelona, but we'll actually get ready to drive into it. And we're getting ready to come into Mancelona. So it's just a small village along Highway 131. Actually about a good 25 miles south of Boyne Mountain, which is not far from, about a few miles south of Boyne City, actually where I did a video earlier today. I think about a good 15 miles northeast of Kalkaska. But actually another quiet little village here. Actually the traffic light up there is 131. And that's actually where M-88 ends, right up there. So, well, yep. Thank you for tuning into today's video along M-88 going through Central Lake and Bellaire. And this is the Scottman signing out.